So it was almost written in the stars for me before the game yesterday. Newcastle are being taken over. They're now one of the richest clubs in the world. You know, the ground's sold out. All the fans are going to be there. They're going to be going mad and all the rest of it. And it's going to be a really difficult day for us. It was kind of already in my head that that's what was likely to happen. So as soon as we were 1-0 down within the first 2 minutes, I was kind of resigned to the fact that this is Spurs, right? This is that horrible term that we all hate, that Spursy term. We all hate it, but we know it relates to our team, unfortunately. We get stuck with it every bloody time. We always end up with this bloody thing happening to us that kind of holds us down, you know? And I was resigned to it. I was ready for that disappointment. But to be fair, you have to say the team reacted well. They pulled themselves together, and we all know what occurred after that, which I'll go into. But I wanted to just say, fair play to the Newcastle fans. They were absolutely fantastic at the start of the game. Their singing was, really, really loud on the TV, well, laptop as it was, but it was really loud. You could really hear it. You could really feel the excitement around it. And the Newcastle players, when they started off, they were all over us. I mean, they literally went for it, closing us down like no tomorrow. Really up for it, really up for the game. And we were shell-shocked, in my opinion. We didn't know what hit us, which is ridiculous when, as a Spurs fan sitting at home, like probably most of you, we knew exactly what was going to happen. So it was really, really odd that the players didn't know that was what was going to happen. But as I said, fair play. After that initial shock, it was great to see the players kind of pull themselves together and start to get back into the game. Whilst all the plaudits for the goal will go to Tanguy Ndombele for the way he took his goal, for me, how Reggie pulled that ball out of the air the way he did, and then just flicked it round, I thought was brilliant. Absolute lovely touch. And that's fantastic. And it kind of led to played the ball into Tanguy, who had acres of space, loads of time to pick his spot, and he took it brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. And 1-1, game on. So I was chuffed with that. I was chuffed to see him score. I was chuffed to see him putting the effort in, because his touch is sublime. When he's really on it, his touch is sublime. He still goes missing for me. That there was patches in that game again where he was non-existent and stuff like that. But overall, that was one of his better games. And I know I've touched on it before, where people have said, "Oh, he had a really good game," when I didn't think he did. But yesterday, I did think he had a really good game, and he looked like he had a real smile on his face. He was really interested, which was, a big change to how he's been. Moving on then to Harry Kane's goal. I mean, absolutely brilliant. I mean, the way he took it, absolutely meant it. Looked over his shoulder, looked over at the keeper, knew exactly what he was doing, outside of his right foot, but over the top, lobbed him. Lovely goal, absolutely lovely goal. If Mo Salah did that, we'd all be kissing his arse, or Sky would anyway. Great goal, nowhere near offside. I mean, as soon as you see it, I thought, no way near offside. I didn't think he was offside. And great to see that VAR actually did its job this time and was proved to be correct. So, really good to see. Loved that. Unfortunate situation in the stadium, and you have to say, Spurs players, top draw. Reggie saw it, called the ref over, something going on, looks really bad, need to stop the game. absolutely right decision. Ref made the right choice. Not sure what the guy with the defibrillator was messing about at, why it seemed to take him so long to get his arse across the pitch. But Eric Dyer giving him the get a move on was probably his best part of the game, to be fair. So really, really cool to see that. And then obviously after the restart, Tanguy again in the midst of everything, playing the ball through. Great little move from Lucas Moura, who you know, played it through to Kane, who then set up our boy Sonny, who did what Sonny does, put it into the back of the net, big smile on his face, little camera, whatever he does, to wind people up. 3-1, they were never coming back from it, or it didn't feel like it. Crowd was quiet, apart from the Tottenham fans, who are right up in the gods, don't forget. But you could hear them singing loud and proud. You know, fantastic away support. Really good to see. So it was good. It was good up to that point. I have to say though, when we came out into the second half, I don't want to get carried away, because come the second half, we were controlling the game. Absolutely controlling the game. But Jesus Christ, was it boring, and Jesus Christ, was it always inviting trouble. A better team would have got onto us, would have pressed us, would have pushed us, and we'd have started to struggle. I'm dead set on that. And I don't understand it. I really don't. Why would you not try to put that team to the sword? Why would you not push it further? You know, there were so many opportunities in there to really put them under the cosh and keep them under pressure. But we just sit back and invite it the whole time. And then when you get a needless free kick and a bloody ridiculous own goal, you know, after everything Eric Dyer had done, because I didn't think he had a bad game yesterday. I thought he did fairly well, right? But to put that in your own net, I mean, it just heaps more pressure on the lad. And you just, you know, and then you've got those sort of 5 minutes where you're thinking, here we go again, is this going to be a wet spam all over? You know, why do we do this to ourselves? There were so many opportunities to really kind of push us on, and we just sat backwards, forwards, side to side. And I know a lot of people will say it's really good game management and all the rest of it, and it probably is, but it don't help my heart. It don't help my heart when I'm sat there watching it thinking, all we need now is one of them to do a thunderbolt, you know, and that's it, and we're back to 3-3, and it's too late to do anything about it, you know, and it's an opportunity missed against a team that's, you know, in the bottom 3, for God's sake. So, frustrating. But for me, you know, can't complain. 3 points is 3 points. 2 games, 2 wins, one after the other. At each side of the international break, that's got to make you feel a little bit better. On to some more difficult games coming up, we know that. But if you start getting into a winning mentality, then you'll carry that forward. I mean, we always talk about, in football, we always talk about momentum and, you know, getting into the winning habit and stuff. So for me, I take it all day long. Ndombele, my man of the match, I thought he played really well, had a great game. His close skills are, you know, they're unbelievable at times. If only we could get him interested in every game, and if only we could get him with the, you know, pushing on like St. Maximin done. I mean, he's got great pace and he's got great ball control, but for me, he didn't have any end product. If you could give the end product and the ball control of Ndombele and a bit more of that pace of St. Maximin, you'd have some player there. So I don't know whether it's a mentality issue or whether it's an interest issue or whether it's a fitness issue. I don't get it, but it's what we need from him. That type of performance is what we need from him if he's going to stay our most expensive player and our talisman. That's what you've got to have. Final thought. I'm glad to hear that the Newcastle fan was responsive at the end of the game. They got the defibrillator over to him quickly, and he seemed to be making a bit of a recovery. So I wish him well. I hope it all goes well for him, and because some things are more important than football. You know, someone's life could have been lost if it had been anywhere other than a football match. He could well have been not been with us now. So great stuff by the Spurs players and the medical guy, the guy in the stands who came down, the doctor who came down and saved his life. Fair play to you, mate. If I had an hat on, I'd take it off to you. So anyway, that's it for today. Let's move on to the next game and hopefully keep that winning mentality. Up the Spurs!